some of these.
No, we're not eating toffees now. Go and put them back. No, we'll have them tomorrow. Hungry isn't toffees at this time of night. Go. I don't know. You can have some bagels or some toast. So you can have them in a minute. Just go on. It's 25 to 10, mate. Please do as told. Just don't put them back, please. You're not having toffees. No, big boy of toffees this time. Right, I'll sort something out in a minute. Just give us a minute. Let me do this interview. We're only going to be 15 minutes and then I'm done. What? What are you looking for, mate? Come on. You want to feed yourself now? You're 7 years old. You haven't stopped all day, mate. You haven't stopped all day, seriously. Mate, there's Starburst. You can't eat Starburst maybe before bed. God, I just need 15 minutes, mate, right? And then I'll give you some toast. 15 minutes. Come to your room, right? Listen to me. Go to your room. Watch a little YouTube clip. And then in 15 minutes, I'll feed you. God. Oh, please take a cereal. Not a cereal.
I'll just find something.
No, don't go to the biscuit cupboard because I know what you're doing and you're not having chocolate either. Just please, mate. I'll be 15 minutes and I'll give you some toast or some bagels. That'll fill you better to go sleep with. Go ahead, laugh hard away. Sorry.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined via Zoom with Mr. Tony Bellew. Now, I've been trying to get hold of you for a little while, but you've given me a little 2-minute snippet of why you are quite difficult.
I'm happy you're seeing it, mate. It just never ends, does it? School, home teaching, and just too long, mate. I've become fucking Chef Ramsay. I'm cleaning like Miss Marple. All the things, anything to get out of. I can't do the kids' school homework with them because basically, mate, I'm not clever enough to do an 11-year-old's homework. And the 7-year-old question absolutely dumbfounded me the other day. I couldn't believe they asked a 7-year-old to do a certain kind of sum. And I'm quite good at maths. I'm good at numbers. I don't know if I'm good at maths. I'm good at numbers. And I couldn't do a 7-year-old's homework. So the 14-year-old's well past me, mate. So it's just one of them things. I think I'm on the same level as the new one. And he was 3 months and 1 day yesterday.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, Tony, it's kind of a weird, not this situation, me interviewing via Zoom, but just kind of the situation the world is in at the moment is, it's just, yeah, unanswerable at the moment. We don't know what the fuck's going on, to be honest. But have you...
Do you know what? When it first came about, I was very, this is bullshit, this is what it is. But the more that you become aware of it, and then your most countries start taking it seriously. When I seen countries start going into lockdown, that's when I was a little bit worried. And then I'd say your first worry is obviously internally close to your family. So, you know, my nan's 93 years old. My mother and father are both over 60. So, you know, it is what it is. Sorry, well over 50. Yeah, my mum's over 60, 58. Yeah, so, you know, they're 60 years old, both of them. So, you know, your immediate worries is your immediate family, and you worry about them mad. But then when I see it starts affecting kids and stuff like that, it's just frightening, mate. It's very this illness holds no, you know, it's got no prejudice, it's got no colour, it attacks anything and anyone. And it's frightening, mate. These selfish bastards who are going in the park and socialising, people doing barbecues, and mate, I just hope I don't bump into them. Because the social distancing is just going to get switched off for about 5 seconds and what's going to kick. Because they're just putting people's livelihoods at stake. It's people who can be really get hurt. And, you know, I haven't personally lost anyone close yet, but I don't want to, because I've gone through it before. And I wouldn't wish it on anyone. So, you know, just stick to the guidelines. I would love nothing more than to have gone out today with the kids to the park, or gone down to the beach or the waterfront by where we're not far from where we live. But I can't, because and it's not. Let's be totally honest and brutally honest here. From what I'm looking at, and scientifically, it's not going to affect me and my family. But what it could do is affect a 70 or 80-year-old grandmother or grandfather. Or what it could affect is a man who's got just something basic as like asthma. You know, just a small underlying health issue that affects your lungs or your breathing, or it could be anything, KUGAN. And that person's going to drop dead, and that's on your conscience, all because you didn't, all because you wanted to go out and enjoy the weather. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had to go out most days, but I go out and I come straight back. I've got 4 kids, you know, and every day something comes up that someone needs something, whether the bread's gone, whether the milk's gone, whether I've got to get baby milk, whether, you know, I've got a brand newborn who has an issue and he needs infant Gaviscon with all his feeds, so he can't keep his bottles down. There's only so much I can get at a time, so I have to go out every other day and get it no matter what. There's so many things, mate, that I need to get, but as I said, we get out for our exercise once. Well, we try and do it once a day. I've now moved the kids to doing every other day. We go for a couple of mile walk, but I don't do it every day with them because I don't want them out every day. If they don't need to be out every single day, I don't get them out. Good day of homework, good day of schoolwork. The next day, we do our walk. You know, I get out and shine, you know, really early in the morning and get on my bike ride that I've been doing. It's been keeping me sane, to be honest. It's just frightening times ahead. It really is. But I am genuinely believe if we all do stick together and stick by these guidelines and rules, that we'll get through it. You know, listen, you know it's real and you know it's frightening, mate. And the fucking Prime Minister is in intensive care. You just, it's not bullshit, mate. It's frightening. And as I say, and I'm the first for all the conspiracy theories and all the propaganda shit and all that. I jump usually on it, but nah, it's people dying, mate. It's people dying, and it's not your typical older sick people that are just dying. There has been some people who've died of underlying health issues. A lot of people made a joke out of Trump for saying people are dying who've never died before. I know it's funny that he said that, but you understand exactly what he's getting at. He basically means this is killing younger people with no underlying health issues, and that's what he was trying to say. It just came out wrong the way he put it, but it's scary, mate. It's scary, and I hope people take it seriously, mate. I really do. We are as a family, and I am.
We saw some footage on social media over the weekend of kind of what you were referring to, like people in the parks and just kind of soaking up the sun, shall we say. But do you think that the whole exercise thing that was outlined by the government kind of gave people a leeway out to be out? Because if you're out exercising, you're not just sitting on your ass in a park, are you? Yeah, but how do you know? How does the government know who's exercising and who's actually just out? Like, it's impossible to keep track.
Because I understand it's impossible for the government to keep track, but people just keep track for yourself. Just don't be so selfish. Just know you're either out exercising, you're walking, or you're doing something. If you're exercising, you're on the move. Let's be totally honest. You can't exercise sitting on the floor in the park.
Well, that's what I mean.
Getting sunshine.
In the park are clearly not exercising. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the people having conversations, sitting down. We've all seen the bits on the news. It's just self. I mean, I got sent. A doctor asked me to make a video telling people to stick to and I tried to do it as best I could, but it just comes across as I'm reading from a camera phone, I'm reading from a script, and it just looks terrible. So I was on the verge today of just going, listen, you gang of wankers, just stick to 2 meters apart from people and do the fucking right thing. Because I swear to God, that's what I could. But the doctor didn't appreciate, you know, I said that I told the doctor, yeah, I'll do it, doctor. I'll say what you're asking me to say. So people might listen to you because you've been a good fighter and whatever. I said, doctor, probably just going to give me abuse, but yeah, I'll do it anyway. And I sent him the video, and he's done whatever he's wanted with that video. I put it on my own social media myself. I mixed it in with a few other bits and bobs, but it looks stupid. You know what? People just don't understand. What people are going to understand a lot more is look at them in the face and go, listen, gobshite, stay in your house, go out when you need to for the essentials, because you're killing people by coming out your arsehole. And I just think that'll cross over a lot better to people. I know that sounds stupid, but
No, but it doesn't.
that's how.
That's basically the message, isn't it? That is what it is.
Yeah, you know, just stay within 2 meters of people. You know, you can still hold on to people. You know, you come across people, yeah, hello, goodbye, but mate, it's not a time to be socialising. It's a time to try and get over the one of the greatest illnesses that's ever hit the whole world. I mean, it's like the fucking plague. It's killing people, and I don't know what it's going to take for people to really take it. Is it going to take? Is it that's all going to have to get to 2,000 a day? Is it because it's nearly on 1,000 a day now? I think it's 900 and something died today.
Yeah, over 900 today in the UK.
Over 900 today. So what's it going to have to do? Is it going to be after over 2,000 before people start? There's more people have to start losing younger relatives. Why do you need to? Why do you need to let it get to that stage? Just do it. It's not hard. I'm in a house with 4 kids and my wife. And mate, as you can imagine, I've got 4 boys, and all they're do is fucking knock fuck out of each other and argue and fight and argue and fight. I feel like we're all going insane, but what's the other option? Start seeing people close to you dying. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And you've got a very clear objective. Stay at home. It's not hard, mate. You get hard times with it, but you know, it could be worse. It could be much, much worse. You know, many years ago when the war was on, and people going, listen, mate, pack up, get your fucking Bergen on, you're going to war, you're going to fight for the country. That's how you're going to save the country now. All we're being asked to do now is just be vigilant, stay at home, go out for the essentials when you need them. It's not hard, Cougs. Very frustrating, don't get me wrong. I'm telling you now, mate, I've had some days where I feel like I'm on a breakdown. Not many people can push me to the levels my kids can, or my missus. I don't claim to be perfect, but we've just got to get on with it, mate. We've just got to get on with it and just try and get the positives. So my positives is a few bike rides a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a couple of walks with the kids. My cooking's got really good. I can't half fucking clean. Tell you what, can't half clean. Disinfectants everywhere. Just, I don't know. And spending time with your kids more. You know, I'm trying to learn homework again, trying to learn school. So you've got to try and take the positives as much as you can, but it's just scary, man. I just hope my parents are okay, and I hope everybody else out there who's listening to this or watching this is going to be okay and sticks to the guidelines, because I've seen so many. I'm trying to stay away from the news now, because it's just sad and it's just depressing when you watch it, and it's just more people crying on their side and this and that, and it's just sad, lad.
Tony, I know it's kind of difficult to even talk about boxing, because boxing obviously is so far away from everything at the minute. But let me ask you about boxing. Do you think that it will return in the summer, in your opinion?
Define the summer. What months are we talking?
The shows that Eddie Hearn, the 2 pay-per-view shows and a couple of the other shows that Eddie Hearn had penciled in for May, he's moved to July. So can you see that happen?
It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's optimistic thinking. But Eddie always plans for everything, for every outcome. He's the best person for the job. I remember I've worked with other people before, promoters and whatever. No one even comes close to Eddie. Not even comes close to his preparation, for the way he plans things, for the way how smooth the events run. Just everything about the way Matchroom work, it's just so clear. You know, I work with Matchroom now. I wouldn't want to work with anyone else, mate. I couldn't. So, because I say everything's just so clear, so objective, it's just straight to the point, and it's honest and straight. And if he's hoping, but I said it's optimistic. July, it really is. But he'll have something in. If July's completely on radar, as soon as it's ready to go, one thing I can guarantee is, as soon as the government pass it, Matchroom will be ready to go straight away. And you know, it'll be big fight after big fight, box office fight after box office fight. It'll just be box office fight after box office fight. I think I said that, but that's what it'll be, because that's just how we work, mate. It's the expectations, and you've got to remember, it's matchroom boxing that took boxing back to the masses. And when I say masses, I'm talking 90,000 seater stadiums, mate, on a regular basis. Football grounds on a regular basis. Outdoor arenas on a regular. That's what matchroom has done, and it just keeps growing and growing. I mean, now that he's going all around the world with it, it's just insane. So you know that he has this, number one, the stable. Number two, he has the amount of what he has as many basically TV dates as he wants. He's basically got his own channel in the zone, and then he's got his own channel in the UK with Sky. So he has everything at hand that he possibly needs, and he's only going to go from strength to strength. Something like this will probably only motivate Eddie Hearn even more. You've got to remember what the stock he's come from. He's come from Barry Hearn, and Barry Hearn has been going fucking since Dick Docks and Fanny Harbours. That's how long Barry's been going. So it is what it is, mate. He'll be back.
Eddie Hearn has also made some comments recently saying, obviously, Joshua's fight has now moved from June the 20th to, again, potentially a date in July, but is unclear at the moment. But he's kind of said that if Wilder was to kind of possibly step aside from his fight with Fury, there's also a Fury fight to be made if AJ's only going to fight once. What do you think about that? There could be a deal to be made there.
Exciting times. It'd be brilliant. At the end of the day, we all want to see one face, one name, one champion in the heavyweight division. That would be the dream scenario. But I'm not so sure it can happen that simple, especially with the people who are going to be dangling things around. If it was down to AJ and Fury, it's happening. I'm telling you now. But there's an awful lot of politics that come with it. Anthony Joshua has made it quite apparently clear from day one that he only wants to face the best. This fellow was fighting for a world title in his 16th fight, unprecedented. This fellow was fighting British champions when he wasn't supposed to be fighting them. This kid's gone at record pace to the heavyweight title. He's gone at record pace at unifying the heavyweight title. And people are going to jump on him and say, yeah, well, he's avenged the only loss of his career with an absolute convincingly shutout of the guy who beat him. Who didn't just beat him, stopped him in New York, Andy Ruiz. So AJ's done everything that he possibly can. Tyson Fury comes back from the brink of disaster, and not just from a personal perspective, his whole career, everything, his life. Does an amazing what he does. It's inspiring, it really is. And now he's heavyweight champion of the world again. You know, he's got the WBC title. He done exactly what I predicted that he'd do against Deontay Wilder. I seen it coming. I seen it coming a mile away, because he basically started the rematch the way he finished the first fight. Everyone thinks, he was out on his feet, he was knocked down in that 12th round when he fought Wilder the first time. Just watch the first fight back. He's on the verge of stopping Deontay Wilder in the 12th round of the first fight, because Deontay Wilder is absolutely goosed and gassed after knocking him down. He can't believe that he's got up, and then Tyson puts it on him, and he's literally, in my eyes, he's about 10, 15 seconds away from stopping him, because he was that gone, Deontay Wilder. He just picked up where he left off in the rematch. So, you know, the two of them deserve huge amounts of credit. But as I said, what you'll find is now, it's, you know, I don't want to say it's, well, it is a kind of that magnitude of you know, when Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao were in the absolute peaks, and it doesn't happen. Why didn't it keep happening? Not because of the fighters. It's because of the promoters, the managers, the hangers-on, the guys who, everyone's got an opinion, and everyone wants to throw the 2 pence worth in, and what the sad part of it is, the fighters actually listen to them and take their view on board, and then implement this and that. And Mayweather was like, well, I want this, I want that. And he had to get to the point where Manny Pacquiao basically had nothing left to gamble with. He had nowhere else to go. He had to agree to all Floyd Mayweather's demands. I hope that's not what happens with Tyson and AJ. I hope that's not the way it goes, where one of them has nowhere else left to go and has to bow to the other's demands. I just hope they can both go, listen, this is the money, this is the deal. They probably will have agreed to 50-50 now, I would assume. I don't know. I still think Well, I do. I know for a fact that when one man's bringing 3 belts and one man's bringing 1 belt, one man's bringing the other. That's no denying that. But I do also think he does bring a lot to the table now, Tyson Fury. Does he bring as much as AJ? I don't believe he does, no, because he doesn't. At the end of the day, you can say, I know it's great the way he's overcome depression. I think it's fantastic what he's done. Take me out of to him. It's an amazing story. But at the end of the day, when you just purely tune into numbers, KUGAN, and that's all that matters on the business end of boxing, numbers. No one cares about, just care about numbers and people who knock people out. That's all that matters in every division. People tuned in not to see Mike Tyson when he was in his prime talk. They didn't care what he had to say. They just wanted to see him knock someone out. And that's why huge numbers attract heavyweight boxing. And that's the one thing AJ delivers, mate. He just delivers record numbers every single time, whether it comes from a site venue, whether it comes from TV numbers, whether it comes from audience numbers in a stadium, whether it comes from any sponsorship numbers, anything he does, he just sets record figures as regards to any UK fighter before or after him. He's the highest grossing UK fighter of all time already. No one's done more pay-per-view buys than him. No one's earned more money than him already, and look where he's at in his career. It's insane. This guy took boxing to Saudi Arabia. Who'd have thought boxing would ever happen in Saudi Arabia? That's the size of the magnitude that he's taken the sport to. And as I said before, the AJ Ruiz rematch, boxing's in a place now where it's never been before, ever. And I understand because I was here before him and I was there while he's in there. So I understood what I was earning before him, and I understood what I was able to earn when he hits the heights and he becomes world champion. And I'm very fortunate that I was around in that time.
Tony, you still put Joshua ahead of Fury in kind of the ranking of who the best heavyweight is at the moment?
No, not in that way, because Tyson Fury's undefeated. So if you're asking me who is the best heavyweight in the world, then, I'd be a fool to say that it's not Tyson Fury. Of course, on paper, he is the best heavyweight in the world. I'm saying, does he bring more to the table than Anthony Joshua? Do you think he does, Cougs? One man's got 3 belts, one man's got 1.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying, who can lay claim to being the current heavyweight? That's what I'm asking.
Well, obviously, Tyson Fury can, because he's undefeated. No one's shut him up yet. No one's beaten him. So, what the straight response is, well, you've lost. I haven't. Simple. He might say you've got a draw, yeah, but I still haven't been beat. It's not rocket science at all, is it? So you can't lay claim. Who do I think? That's what it comes down to. But when it's just not that simple, is it? Because if, let's just say, Floyd Mayweather takes a long break, he's probably supposed to be retired now, isn't he? Now, if Manny Pacquiao comes back, smashes Canelo, beats loads of other people, beats everyone, he's undisputed unified champion. Does that mean that Manny Pacquiao is now more important than Floyd Mayweather? But if he's got all the belts and he's got all the stuff, who's more important?
I get your point.
So it swings me to how it works on who's. A lot of it's opinions, but one thing that can't be said in no way, shape or form is that Tyson Fury isn't the best heavyweight in the world. On paper, mate, he's undefeated, and he's just beat Deontay Wilder, who, I don't want to kick him out when he's down at all, and I think it was very harsh the way he's being labelled and treated after his loss. He lost to a brilliant fighter. Anyone can lose a fight on any given day, as we've seen before. Much better fighters before him and after him have lost. I don't believe there's ever been a heavyweight as good as a prime Mike Tyson, but Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas when he was 49-1 on.
Tony, you saying that people were too harsh on Wilder after the defeat? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You've been very critical of Wilder in the past yourself.
Of course I have. I have been very critical of him, but he's someone who is improving. He is getting better. I know I heard some of the excuses that he wanted to say. I just think it's purely through embarrassment. And it's because it's the first defeat of his career. He doesn't know how to respond and react. I think he's also got a lot of backslappers around him, a lot of yes men, someone who won't just tell him the truth. If I was around him and I was his friend, I'd have said, listen, lad, just come out and say you fucking lost. You lost to the better man. don't give me this shit about a £40 suit that you've put on and stuff like that. Because in an interview last year, you were talking about you're training a £40 vest. So, but I think he's done that. It's a knee-jerk reaction. It's the actions of someone who's not very experienced, you know, and it's someone who's never lost before. It's something he's experienced for the first time in his life. And as I said, he's just took a knee-jerk reaction and made a silly excuse that he probably regrets deeply now because he's been laughed at. But I think he was harshly treated. I think his coach, Mark Breland, was right to throw in the towel. He was out on his feet. But I do also understand the feeling of what he's saying of he wants to go out on a shield. I've got the exact same mentality. You know, I went back to the corner at the end of round 7 when I was fighting Usyk. I'm up on 3 of the cards at the end of round 7, or I'm up on 2 and drawing on 1. And my coach said to me, "You're tired," and I said to him, "I'm absolutely fucking exhausted." So in an ideal world, he should have went, "That's enough." But he knows me, and he knows me better. So, you know, he knows that's not how it goes where I was. That's why I'm no longer fighting no more. Because I'm a danger to myself. But I 100% understand why Deontay Wilder wants to go out the way he wants to go out. I get it. And he knows he would have as well, because it was only a matter of time. But you have to also understand this. Mark Breland doesn't give a shit about what the media think. Mark Breland doesn't give a shit about what the fans think. He only cares that Deontay Wilder makes it home safe to his kids. And always remember, people used to take the piss out of me all the time. Did you make it home safe to your wife and kids? Yeah, they fucking did. But you know what the saddest part is? Some fighters didn't. And Mark Breland made sure that Deontay Wilder did. So good on him.
Tony, before I do let you go, I do want to ask you, just kind of touching on Usyk there, what chance do you give in that fight?
Give him?
Delboy, Derek.
Del. I just don't want the fight to happen, mate. If I'm being totally honest, there's a fight I didn't want to see happen, but I'll always back Del 100%.
You spoke to Derek about that. Yeah.
I speak to Del all the time.
Yeah.
And when the fight was getting negotiated and thing, me and Del were going back and forth, talking to each other and just bouncing ideas back and forth between each other about different things regarding the event and the promotion and what Del's doing. But I love Del. I've known Del a long, long time. Since my amateur boxing days, being away with Del. He's one of the best people you could ever be around. I love Del. He's a diamond. He's just a good person. Alexander Usyk is a great person, a brilliant fighter, the best fighter I ever faced, without a shadow of a doubt. The things he could do is unbelievable. I would hope Del could just land that big punch. But you know, it's as big as the punch is, it's an even bigger ask to land it. He's exceptional what he does, Alexander Usyk. He really, really is. So I don't know. I'll be there screaming for Del no matter what. And I'll just be, as we all know, I'm not a religious person, but I'll find a pair of rosary beads that week, mate, and I'll walk around with them rubbing my hands for Del. I really will.
Okay, just a word on Barry Hearn, Tony. Good to see kind of he's okay after suffering a minor heart attack yesterday.
Has that been made public?
Yeah, Eddie tweeted about it today. But he said that he.
Okay. I thought it was. I didn't know, but I wasn't going to mention it because I didn't know it was about. Okay, mate. I got the message and my heart literally dropped. Barry's just such a brilliant person. Known him quite a long time now. He's always pick up the phone. You could speak to him anytime. Probably one of the hardest working men I've ever met and ever known. All he does is work. He lives to work. He just works. And he is the kind of person that when he can't work, this will have been caused because he can't literally go to work and get things done that he wants to get done. He'll train himself into a fucking state, and he's probably trained so hard. Or you know, you've got to remember how old he is, and he's got the energy of a middle-aged man. He really has. He's just a breath of fresh air. He really is. He's a diamond. I'm just so happy he's okay. I spoke with him today personally, and I said, "Give me your word, you'll chill out and sit on the couch and don't do fuck all for a while." And he gave me his word. So one thing I can guarantee is he'll definitely do it because Barry Hearn is a man of his word, mate. So I said, well, listen, I'm giving you my word. You give me your word. You're going to chill out. And he said he would. So I was so happy because for a minute, my heart just sank. When I first read the message, I was like, straight away, I phoned Dad. And I said to him, what's going on? And he couldn't answer. So left a long message, straight away phoned Frank. Spoke to Frank, had the chat. Frank eased me heart a little bit. I thought, you know what, just it's so frightening. He means so much to their whole family. It's not just about business. He means so much to their whole family. You know, Eddie's mum and dad are lovely people. As a family unit, they're just unbelievable. They're unbreakable, mate. They're a brilliant family unit. They all do everything together. They all work together, yes. But taking aside all the promotion shit and all that, they're just a lovely family. And he is, without a shadow, without the head of that family. He is the driving force behind them all. Eddie Hearn works his fucking nuts off, mate. That bastard phone never leaves the side of his fucking head. It never does. But he's a father's son. That's what he is, mate. He is a father's son and he's learned from the best. He really, really has. So, made up, he's well. Made up, he's healthy and safe. And one thing I can guarantee is he's giving his word. So stay on the fucking couch, Baz, if you're watching this.
He did send a tweet out earlier himself, Barry, as well. Eddie put a tweet out this morning, but Barry has tweeted today as well. So, yeah, hopefully Barry will be okay. By the sounds of it, he is. So.
As I said, I haven't had much time for Twitter. I've literally, before I come on the phone to you, I've been meaning to get on and say to people, stay in the fucking house, you selfish pricks. And I literally typed it and pushed send on it before I got on this call to you. That's the first time I've had a break in this house. And as you've just seen, I'm not sure if you were recording the first 2 minutes of this call. Of course you can keep it.
I want do people know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, of course, keep it in. But that's all I do all day, just try and put out fires, laugh, fighting and arguing with kids. So I've got to give him something else in well over 15 minutes.
I know you are. I'm going to let you go.
And I'm going to give him some bagels or something like that, something low fat and a bit of carbs, because the carbs will help him sleep. I know people will not think that's not right and not normal, but carbs actually do help you get to sleep very easily.
Oh, don't say that.
They do, mate, honest to God. It's a nutritional trick that I used to have when I was making weight many years ago. Right, good. Excuse me, good to speak to you.
Appreciate
I'll catch you after all this is over, mate. Absolute pleasure.
Definitely, Tony. Keep yourself safe for you and your family, and we'll definitely catch up
Thanks, mate.
soon, mate. Appreciate your time.
See you soon, man.